Waite. I trade crypto for a living. I'm not a registered or licensed financial advisor, planner, or broker, so nothing on this channel should be taken as a recommendation to buy or sell. I also trade all of these things, so I probably have a vested interest in there. But there's plenty of entertainment value and lots of education, so this will be awesome. For those of you who didn't know, my subscription channel is live. So look at the link in the description over at cryptoinfluencers.com, and you can see how I make all of my trades and what I do and what I think about everything. This channel is for more hypothetical and looking at trends, and the other one is for actual trading, so you might be interested in that. Well, happy Thursday, everybody. We are starting in on a interesting development in crypto. We did the live stream yesterday, and it was almost comical that we closed this candle right here, and I said, "Hey, we're gonna go up and just check and see how the 20, how we react to the 20." And we absolutely had this insane short squeeze right then. Major volume. Just blew all the way up to 23.8, 820 is the high. Absolutely monstrous candle. So funny. I mean, you just can't get them all right. You know what I mean? But I'm looking at kind of this bearish. So you guys just think I'm out of my mind. I know it. I know it. But there's so much still happening. Anyway, I'll get into all the details, but I just wanted to remind you that if you're listening to this anywhere, I would really appreciate it if you signed up at cryptoinfluencers.com. This is my home base, and this is also where the pro channel is, so you can really dig into the charts even further. It's one thing to can't find my screen. It's one thing to talk about what might happen, and I love all the crypto analysts that are like, "Oh, I would have made a trade here, and I would have made a trade there." It's hilarious, but I'm actually being 100% real. You can see me actually make trades. You can see me make mistakes, and when I make mistakes, you can kind of see how a professional trader deals with it. You know, like. There's a lot that goes into risk management, a lot of position size that goes into setups, a lot of things go into balancing a portfolio so that your ups and your your downs are kind of weighed out. But it's really a game changer for people that are, that just really get emotional, or if you get too excited about leverage and things and you've wiped yourself out once or twice, this is a pretty good thing. So I'm definitely promoting it. I think it's helpful. Here's my story. I'm watching Bitcoin. I'm waiting for a pullback. I've got evidence quite a few places. On the weekly, this is a decrease in momentum. We have a giant candle. We have a candle half the size. We have a candle less than half the size. Of course, this still has 3 days to go. But if we have a couple of candles slowing down, there has to be some kind of a sideways or a small dip. Even if this was minor, there has to be something red. There just has to be. It's not just going to go green, 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 green. And this is kind of our most, let me find, the most excited we ever got at the bottom of a bear market is 2018. It never, where is 2018? Here we are. Right here. We just had green after green after green after green after green. And even though this was the most like unidirectional move, we still had a couple of greens on a weekly to like slow down, check ourselves. These were definitely not anything significant. It was this candle here that was our first official pullback. But there has to be, the best charts with the best structure are going to have regular pullbacks, and then you can march up. The healthiest structure that we ever created was this bull market right here. When we had some solid setup where we were oscillating really well sideways, very slowly moving up on the bottoms here. Then we had a breakout. We had a pullback. We had a nice breakout. We had a nice pullback. Breakout. We had a short pullback, but this wick confirmed a handoff from resistance to support here. And then off we go, off to the races, have a nice buying climax, a pullback. This wick intersects with this wick. We are perfectly in line to keep going. We have another one. We pull back for a couple of weeks, confirm resistance to support here. We pull up. This is the first one we started getting away from our support. Once we got away from our support, things did go up, and there were still recoveries. They just weren't far enough. Well, actually, this one was. This one intersected here. But we started getting a little toppy, and then that's when things unraveled. But even then, the bear market wasn't too insane. If you just go straight up without a break, you're going to do this. It's going to be really ugly. And so whether we will or whether we won't is on the table, but I am definitely seeing a slowing, and that's what I'm pointing to. And it's not because I'm bearish on Bitcoin. Believe me, if you have no skin in the game whatsoever, I'd be averaging in. But I am waiting for a pullback of some kind. It could be small. It could be a pullback to 22,500, or it could be a pullback to our prior all-time high, or to this support here at 20,900. Anything in here, and it is load up time. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking for. It is slowing on the weekly. We already have pointed out this bearish divergence on the daily, and it is even stronger. Our RSI is even coming down further, even though we're making higher highs. We are definitely sloping upwards here. We're sloping up. I mean, there was a case to be made that on the 4-hour we were sloping down, which meant it could have been bull flag territory. But on the daily, we are definitely sloping up, especially after yesterday's close. And so sloping up, but RSI is decreasing. We're losing momentum on the RSI. So that means that our highs are weaker. The bulls are running out of steam. There is a drop here. There just is. And I'm making actual trades, planning for that. So call me crazy to be in short positions during the most exciting 3 weeks of Bitcoin's existence. I'm just kidding. That's debatable. But for our recent past, this has definitely been a really fun move. But yeah, I'm just watching all of these things, playing it out. But yeah, on the pro channel, we just look at things once a day. We analyze everything, check where we are. But I thought it might be kind of fun for you guys to see just a handful of positions that we have closed. So I was actually checking my positions, and I thought it might be fun to share. Do you realize that I have not closed a position since Christmas Eve? So there are people that just love to get in and out, trading in. They're in a position, they're out of a position. Oh, something happened. I've got to hurry and make a trade. Oh, something else happened. I've got to hurry and make a trade. I have placed little exit orders for a portion of things to pull out profits here and there. But I have not completely closed out a trade since December 24th. That would be right here. And it was this time. I'll go to the others chart so you can see the others dominance. Yeah, this is the total market cap. There were a bunch of shorts that I opened up here beginning of December. And on the 24th, I closed all of my shorts. I probably closed 30 positions. And I think the average percent, because of the leverage, was like some ridiculous number, like 900% or something. But closing all the shorts here, now that you can kind of look back and go, did this guy have any idea what he was doing? That was a good move. That was a very good move. And then I went pure long, and I opened long positions. So I opened positions in through here, but I haven't closed it out anything yet because the market's still showing strength. I don't see any weakness here. This is still on a trajectory upward, any pullbacks that we've seen on the macro market have found support off of prior resistance. So this is a healthy move. This one is a healthy move. So we're just trucking on our way up, and I have got a lot of open positions that are looking pretty nice. So instead of talk about Bitcoin a ton, because you kind of know where I stand on that, I thought it might be fun to just point out 5 trades that I've taken a portion of profits. And what I've done is I've also included my entry point. So see this green line right here? This green line is where I went long, and it's exact. So this green line is, I opened this literally at 15.33 cents. Right here, and it was after the new year at 15 cents. We're trading at 38.91. And not only did I trade this at 15 cents, this is a 50x long. So I 50x'd my position right here. And that particular position is up around 7,000%. So this is was an amazing trade. I've exited not only a quarter, but also I've exited a little bit up in this range and a lot more up in this range. So that's kind of how that works. Ocean is another one. So it's kind of hard to see. I've got a lot of lines here. But this green line, my entry point was at exactly 15,571. So this is my my entry point. And no, that's not correct. My entry point on Ocean was 16,571. I messed up and put it on 15. 16. Difference. Yeah, it was right in here. So, you know, anyone that's like, just imagine making this trade. It was just perfection. Like the entries that we have hit on the Pro channel are really awesome. So we opened this one here, and we have taken a portion of profits up on this candle here. And all of this is, and the rest of it's still long. There's no weakness here. We're still riding this until we find weakness, and then we just close out the rest of the position. Audio, this one is pretty unbelievable. I mean, you'd have to like see it to believe it. Like, this entry point is unreal. So we entered this right here at 13.22, and look at this trade. It's unbelievable. We're at 31 cents, and the entry point was 13 cents. And this one was 20x long. So I put in a 20x position here, and here we are. So, I mean, this is what I'm doing for $100 a month, guys. It's kind of fun. And then here's CRV at 54 cents. We're now trading at $1.04. And yeah, this one was 125x long right here. So we just maxed out leverage right here. And that's that position. And finally, FTM just closed today. So on this candle, well, I guess last night, technically, but I opened it right here at 22 cents, 22.31, and now we're up trading at 47 cents. This one was a 75x long, so it was maxed out at 75x. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. I just really love trading. I just really get into it. It's kind of interesting. There's kind of a myth about trading that you need all these indicators and you need to have all this scientific knowledge or whatever. But the more you learn about trading and the more seasoned you are, the more you realize that it's about risk management more than anything else. If you can manage your risks, you're going to you almost can't fail. Because if you've managed your risks to the point where you can't get wiped out, but you expose yourself to great opportunities, like it is unreal. It is really cool. Is it fun to be in a million upside down trades? Yeah, it's miserable. And that's what takes a ton of patience and self-control and a lot of discipline because, you know, I think I also get cracked up about traders that are just like, hey, in order to be a good trader, you've got to have the right mindset, You're like, thanks for that. That just changed everything for me. Thank you. But what I'm trying to help people do is the mindset is to stop overreacting. You have to sit in a delayed gratification standpoint for a long time in many cases. And you just have to deal with that grind, and you have to still be making risky plays, not high risk plays, but you still put money at risk, even when you've lost 5 times in a row, because it could be number 6 that changes everything. And so it's just a whole different way of thinking about this. And the idea is to be diversified. I'm trading 100 different coins, and we're putting small positions in each one. And when it goes our way, it's so fun. When things don't go our way, we haven't wrecked ourselves to the point where we can't recover or that we've blown up an account or anything like that. And so it's a whole mindset. So anyway, thought you might be interested in that. And then all of the other longs, I wasn't going to go through and do them. These are the ones that I have taken some profit. Every other one I'm still waiting. But literally I entered most of these mid-January, somewhere in here. And they are all doing well, all of them. The only exception is our lovely friend BSV, which has done absolutely nothing. And I'm also exiting YFI since it hasn't done anything either. And so it's a lot of fun to kind of go down this road. But Bitcoin, I have, for all of the longs that I'm in, I am matching that with my short positions on Bitcoin, expecting some kind of a pullback. So it's all about keeping things in balance and having your risks managed. The idea is to be able to do a trade once a day and then sleep comfortably at night, not worried that tomorrow morning you're going to wake up and your account's blown up. So anyway, there's a lot of things to learn, but looking at this candle, this is a high volume, non-productive candle. We had one of our higher volume candles, and it ended up not performing like it should have. A high volume productive candle looks like this. And it definitely did the job of creating upward momentum. Every one of these was a high volume productive candle. This one was technically, see, I'm just looking at these volumes. This was higher volume, but it was less productive. So this is showing a lot of weakness. And then this candle here was very high volume, but it was non-productive because we have these giant wicks. It didn't accomplish the goal of the people trying to push money around. And so these things are red flags for me. And if we close anywhere in this vicinity, this looks like a pretty solid doji, probably the cleanest reversal doji that Bitcoin's given us. But yeah, just reemphasize, I'm not bearish on Bitcoin. I'm extremely bullish. I'm looking for a pullback to get a responsible entry point. And I think the market is slowing down and will give me that entry point. So day by day, I'm watching and waiting and hoping to materialize a decent entry point. But yeah, markets are super emotional, and they can really catch you off guard, and sometimes it takes a little bit of a second person to kind of walk you through and be like, okay, let's calm down. Things, the markets are really hot. We have to stand back and be objective. Or things are really scary. The world's blowing up. We're having an FTX moment. Let's analyze this. How do these normally play out? Do we just go to zero now? Like, is it all over? Or has this created a selling climax that we're about to see some kind of a dead cat bounce, or at least a slowing to the bleeding? And we just talk through these things and kind of support each other. So it's good stuff. Anyway, that was kind of all the commentary I had today. We've got 3.5 hours left on this candle. It's looking pretty bearish. It's looking like a reversal at the top of a move. We're definitely slowing down. Our bearish reversal is confirming that. And this long wick at the top that did not produce a bullish candle is definitely playing in my favor. So I'm simply waiting for the market to behave the way I'm expecting it to. But I'm not in a rush. We'll let things play out as they need to. And if I'm wrong, we pivot. We make small adjustments to mitigate, catastrophic risk and everything else, and we keep on going. So it's good stuff. All right. Well, thanks for being here, everybody. It's fun to talk about all this, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for making it to the end of my video. Make sure you keep those trades small. Don't force a trade. Don't get impatient. And if you want to see how all this works, please come over and check me out on the subscription channel at cryptoinfluencers.com. Again, the link is in the description.